In other news, the country is seeing a second month of dismal economic indicators amid a slowing job market and a host of external risk factors. Our Moon Hye-ryeon reports.
February saw stunted growth in the job market as well as a decline in exports. According to the latest economic trends report released by the Ministry of Economy and Finance on Friday, monetary tightening across the globe as well as the war in Ukraine has continued to affect the country's economy. Exports fell by 7.5% compared to the previous February. This was attributed to the continued decline in tech exports, falling by 32% on year. Washington's efforts to curb chip exports to China were reflected in the sharp decline in semiconductor shipments, which fell by more than 40%. The country's job market, which has seen continued on-year growth since last year after the easing of some COVID-19 restrictions and the creation of non-contact jobs, notably slowed its pace in on-year growth last month. There were some 310,000 more people in employment this February than in the previous February, but this on-year increase is smaller than in January, when there were 410,000 more people in work than the year before. Despite the continued increase in on-year employment rates, the wholesale and retail sector has seen on-year declines every month since May last year. Last month, the wholesale and retail industry had 76,000 fewer employees than in February last year. Finance authorities also projected a slowdown in inflation, with prices beginning to stabilize for petroleum products and fresh produce, particularly the prices of beef and pork. Consumer prices showed a 4.8% increase on year, but this is 0.4 percentage points less than the increase reported in January. This is also the lowest increase on year since April 2022. However, retail sales, a barometer of private spending, fell by 2.1% on year in January due to weakened domestic demand across all sectors. With the economic slowdown, the Finance Ministry reported that it will concentrate its efforts in increasing exports, improving energy efficiency, and stabilizing consumer prices. Moon Hye-ryeon, Arirang News.